beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now, my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about channeled messages from your future spouse. Normally, I record a candle wax reading with this topic. However, today I thought I would like to use only tarot. I'm gonna do a channeled messages from your future spouse reading, but I'm only gonna use tarot and oracle cards for you guys. So, my dear, as always, I have 3 piles you can choose from, and also every single card here I chose randomly because I wanted to get also a message for you guys through the cards. So yeah, I will definitely also incorporate them into the reading. Now, feel free to choose. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is gonna be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. And before we start, as I also said in the intro, I would like to say something about the cards that you guys selected from, because I chose to also incorporate the message into the reading. And the first thing I would like to say regarding the energy that this card brings into your space is the only thing that really caught my eyes was the cosmic heart. This is like the strongest message that I received from this, and what it brought to me is I truly feel like, my dear pile 1, you and your future spouse, you guys are deeply connected to each other. Literally, I saw 2 hearts, okay, this is what I saw. It was like 2 hearts flowing around like in the universe, but there was they were connected. No matter how far away, how much distance was between those 2 hearts, even if they were like in complete other constellations, for example, those 2 hearts were connected always. And what this message brought to me is I really feel like, my dear pile 1, whether you have already met your future spouse or not, you are already connected to this person. This could very well, I mean, the way it came through with floating around in the universe, it could be the case that your higher selves are already connected in the 5D, and maybe for some of you guys, you already know this, or maybe you can even feel it, you can tune into it. But the first thing your future spouse definitely would like to share here with you is, yeah, kind of to make you aware that this connection is between you guys. You know, it's alive. That even if you haven't met them yet, it's not like you will meet them and from there on they will be a part of your life. But they're actually already, energetically speaking, there is already something happening between you guys. And I need to say this, while I was receiving this message, when I got this card for you guys, and I read like the cosmic heart, there was like a message immediately. It was like so strongly attached to this. And of course, take it how it resonates. But what I heard was a soulmate connection, a spiritual connection. For some of you guys, perhaps even a twin flame connection. But what we have here are two souls, two hearts, which are inseparable. You cannot put anything between your connection. Your connection goes beyond this lifetime. And it is truly a very, very significant one. It would not surprise me at all if you and your future spouse have experienced other lifetimes as well, if, of course, this is something you believe in. And also, if you guys are even from the same soul family, it truly feels so, so intimate and so, oh my goodness, so full of love, this connection. You guys, this is something major. Your future spouse is starting off this reading very, very strong. Let me tell you that. Now, my dear, let's continue with the channeled messages. And for that, I would like to use a tarot cards. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 1, what channeled messages? Let's see, would your future spouse like to share with you? For my dear pile 1. Okay. The first card we have is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. Eight of Swords, 6 of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. Wow, 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups. And let's get you guys one last card. Oh my goodness, look at that. And we have the the 4 of Wands. I was about to say the Ace of Wands. The 4 of Wands. At the back of the deck, the Hierophant. So for my beautiful pile 1, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? What would they like to share with you? Let's see. The first thing your future spouse, my dear, is sharing with me here is, I can see so strongly that you have been very patient. In fact, I feel like very often in your life, certain things may have not come the easiest to you. So sometimes maybe you felt like you had to wait longer than other people have to wait for something. It's kind of like life is always trying to challenge you to be patient. And I can definitely see that this is something, well, which annoys you or which you don't like, because maybe you have even asked yourself at times, why do I have to wait? Or why do I have to wait longer than other people? Why is there like always this? I'm even hearing delay attached to the things that I want. Now, one thing I would like to share with you guys here is, and I don't know how you guys may react, because this is something, well, some people don't like it, others see a lot of wisdom in it, or a lot of purpose in it, but I can see, my dear, your future spouse is sharing with me that when we look at your guys' journey, when we look at your guys' relationship, there is divine timing attached to this. And I see that this divine timing has made you wait, and it is actually the reason why. I feel like this is perhaps for those of you guys, especially who haven't met your future spouse yet, or for those of you guys who are waiting to reconcile with them. And your future spouse wants you to know that they understand. For them, I'm also annoyed. I'm also annoyed of how much we have been waiting, um, yeah, to connect, to meet, to see each other. But your future spouse wants you to understand that, especially from a higher perspective, this kind of feels like coming from their higher self. Even if it is difficult for you to understand from like this 3D perspective, but this divine timing has been very, very crucial when it comes to your guys' soul journey. I feel like you guys are meant to meet each other or reconcile with each other at a time in your life in which it kind of feels like both of you guys have gone through a transformation, or both of you guys are coming out of a cycle, and this version of you post transformation is the one that's gonna experience this, you know? It's kind of like this new version of you is supposed to go through this experience, through this relationship. Hey, maybe because for some of you guys, there are some things that in life you first need to figure out, because otherwise, maybe you couldn't really put your all into this or the way you would like to. Maybe someone may sabotage this if, it isn't for this divine timing. Maybe one of you guys, maybe your future spouse, for example, maybe they're not ready, or maybe in the past they weren't ready. And if you met sooner, well, maybe things wouldn't have gone that far. So it's kind of like there is a purpose in it. And I know that when we're waiting for something, the last thing we want to hear is that the waiting is beneficial, because it doesn't feel like it at all. But your future spouse, my dear, today would like to share with you that there is a reason for it, and they would like you to understand it. Another thing, my dear pile one, your future spouse would like to share with you is having you in their life, whether it's already the case for some of you guys or for those who haven't met your future spouse yet in the future, when they will have you in their life, it will be like such a huge difference to how they used to live. And I feel like this is something very intimate that they are sharing here with you, because you truly, I'm hearing, you are a blessing in my life. So you will truly be a blessing in your future spouse's life. And it's kind of like, have you ever, my dear, had something good happening to you? And it's kind of like you see your life before this thing happening to you, and then you see how your life looks like after the good thing happening to you. That's kind of what your future spouse is representing here, or expressing here, excuse me. What they're sharing with me is they want you to know that through you entering their life, through you being a part of their life, you're going to have such a huge impact, a positive impact on them. And I truly feel like it has a lot to do with their purpose for some reason. Maybe your guys' purpose are somehow connected to each other. Maybe some of you guys even have a soul contract going on, especially for those who are in twin flame journeys. But what I'm feeling, my dear pal one, is you will, both of you guys, not only them, both of you guys will play a huge role in, I'm hearing, the meaning of um of something, maybe the purpose, okay, or maybe what is this about? Yeah, I feel like it is about the purpose. You guys coming together, you will embark on a journey which will give you so much, so much meaning and so much beauty. Yeah, for some of you guys, it could be connected to, for example, something you wanted to create in this lifetime, maybe to help people through your relationship, through your purpose, you know. But yeah, there is something very significant in this energy. This could even be a soul purpose, something your higher self chose to bring into this life or share in this lifetime, you know? And both of you guys are definitely connected to this. Wow, okay, yeah. This definitely feels like a spiritual connection. That's definitely a thing here. Another thing, my dear pile one, your future spouse would like to share with you is, I'm hearing support. Your future spouse is so grateful for the support that they have in this relationship. And I truly feel like, my dear, this is the kind of relationship in which both involved are so supportive of each other. They truly want the best for one another. And of course, this is what a good relationship should look like, but very often, unfortunately, people don't have this in a relationship, or they find themselves in a relationship which unfortunately isn't that supportive. And what I'm seeing is that there is so much gratitude coming from your future spouse regarding this. And it is so interesting that as I was saying it, I truly felt like your future spouse, it's almost like they always wanted such a supportive relationship for both, not just for one person, but of course it has to be an equal energy, right? And an equal give and take. Maybe this is something they always wanted, but maybe the kind of relationships they in the past found themselves in was very different. And therefore they're even more grateful that they found this with such an like significant person like you. Your future spouse, my dear, wants you to know that right now they're very busy in their life, and I even see them move around a lot. So maybe they're taking some trips, or maybe this is just embodying this very busy energy that is active in their life. But they want you to know that even if their life is an adventure, even if it is full of things that they have to do and they are very busy with, you know, the day to day, they know that there is this person out there for them. They know that there is a significant person waiting for them. And I truly feel like there is like a clash in here between, you know, the spiritual aspect, the spiritual beauty of life and relationship, you know, this beauty of a spiritual relationship, and the reality of our 3D reality, you know? It's kind of like sometimes we may know that life is so beautiful and, you know, there is so much greatness out there, but when we are stuck in a cycle, it is very difficult to see beyond it, right? And I feel like with your future spouse's 3D self, they may be very busy right now and have a lot to do, a lot of responsibility and so on. But within them, even if they are not a spiritual person, they know that there is someone out there for them. And it could even be very, mm, like, maybe this person is more so logical, even for some, and practical. And these thoughts of, having a special someone out there could even be not necessarily weird, but maybe they don't really understand where it comes from. It's kind of like an intuitive knowing that's being shown here. And your future spouse wants you to be aware of this. Whether you have actually met them in the 3D or not, they can feel this connection. Even if they are normally not really open to such things, and they're more so like very grounded and more so like in the matrix, they can still feel it and they cannot deny it. And I truly feel like until you guys come together and can explore the beauty of your relationship, they may not even understand where this is coming from. It could even be the case that you guys coming together, you will teach each other a lot. Maybe you will teach your future spouse a lot about spirituality and, spiritual connections, for example, and they may actually teach you something in return as well. Yeah, your future spouse wants you to know that there are a lot of different, I would say, doors right now open in their life, and they are trying to attend to all of them. So they're pretty occupied, that's for sure. But I feel like your future spouse's 3D self, they're actually growing. They are developing themselves a lot, maybe even in a certain area of their life, such as, let's just say, their career. They're putting extra hard work into it to come closer to a certain goal that they are after. But yeah, this person is definitely, they have something going on, that's for sure. And it's interesting to me that their higher self wants you to be aware of this. So yeah, that's interesting. Maybe for some of you guys, if you already know this person, there is a reason as for why you should be aware of this. And for others, if you haven't met them yet, still, they would like to share this glimpse into their, current reality, I guess, with you. Also, my dear, your future spouse wants you to know that when you entered their life, or when you will enter their life, they will know that you are a great partner for a serious commitment. Whether your future spouse will share this with you or not, they will early on see you as marriage material, as, commitment material, or whatever this person may think, like express it through. But I truly feel like they will see you as someone that they can have a future with. And not only that, but the Four of Wands. If you have been watching my videos for some time, the home pile. This is truly what I'm getting here. Your future spouse will see in you a great potential spouse. Now, they haven't shared with me whether they're going to be transparent regarding this, whether they will let you know, or whether at first they will, keep it for like to themselves to not maybe overwhelm you with, these things, to not pressure you, but just for them, they're gonna really have these thoughts and they will see you as someone who they want to share their life with. This is so interesting because I am specifically getting this coming through even in the early stages of your relationship or even within the dating phases. They will already see you as someone that they can have a very serious relationship with. Okay, your future spouse, all right, that's what I'm hearing. Your future spouse, my dear, wants you to know that they will recognize the gem that you are. They will recognize how worthy you are pretty early on. And this is also why they will see the potential in this relationship because they see you for who you are. I'm hearing they see how incredible you are. Wow, oh my goodness. I'm getting goosebumps, you guys. Your future spouse is very sweet. But yeah, there is no doubt about the fact that I'm hearing they they've always seen you as their potential spouse. It's not something that they grow into, or maybe one day, like after knowing you for years, they will one day have this revelation, wow, this could be a good husband or wife or spouse or whatever. No, this is something that will come to them pretty early. Maybe it is connected to the spiritual connection. Could definitely be the case that they are kind of intuitively feeling the potential of you guys, and yeah, great relationship that you guys could build together. Now, my dear, I would like to also get you one oracle card. So let's see. What messages, my dear pile one, does your future spouse have for you? And we have the change card. Yeah, this brings me back to the transformation aspect I talked about in the beginning, that I'm hearing trust the journey. Even if something doesn't appear to be significant, there is still so much value in it. So maybe you watch this and you know that you are going through transformation in your life. You may not even be aware of how significant it ends up to be. And I truly feel like, my dear pile one, when you and your future spouse come together, you are moving towards becoming your greatest version. Not for them, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because you know you deserve the best. You know you deserve to be your most authentic self. Live life the way you want it to be. And I truly see you incorporating this more and more into your life through those transformations. Yeah, if I had to use a keyword for this pile, it would definitely be transformation, because it is written all over the energy here. I truly feel like, my dear pile one, your future spouse is like almost preparing you for this relationship, or they're almost like preparing you for the transformation that is coming towards you, or for some of you guys, maybe you have already stepped into. It is truly something which I'm hearing will bring out the best colors out of you. I don't know why I felt like saying colors. Like, I was looking at this and we see it's a pretty like one dimensional like illustration, but then there's like the color of this dress, like all the background is just gray, black, white, but then we see this eye-catching pink color, pink dress, and this is what's happening to you. You are awakening something within you for yourself, and it is this new version. It is this version of you, your greatest version. You are on a very exciting journey, that's for sure, my dear Padawan. Let me tell you that. So, my dear Padawan, this is all I received for you today. If you, my dear, would like to claim this energy for yourself, let's go with a home emoji. Drop a home emoji in the comment section below if you would like to claim this energy for yourself. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, excuse me, pal 1. Well, maybe someone also wants to watch another pile, if so, feel free to do so. But of course, my dear pal 1, take care, my dear. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what chilled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. First of all, my dear, I would like to say something about this card, because I want to incorporate the cards that you selected from also into the reading. And this card says the 7 Star Sisters: birthing, creation, tapestry of life, and expression. The first message, my dear, I'm receiving from this card is, this is actually an encouragement to you. For some reason, your future spouse, my dear, wants you to express yourself more. I know there are like a million different ways in which we can express ourselves, but I feel like this is something very personal. Sometimes expressing ourselves may mean saying what's on our mind. Other times it may mean doing something that we're very passionate about and sharing it with others. It can be so many different things, but the bottom line here is that your future spouse, my dear, really wants you to step more into this creation aspect of your life. I don't know why, but I feel like very often perhaps in your life you hold back a little bit. Maybe, my dear, you are scared of how great you can be, of how much greatness you have to share, because sometimes we can truly hold ourselves even a little bit back. Or maybe it is more so about your environment. Very often maybe you wanted to do something, however, something from the outside kept you away from it. And the message from your future spouse here is pretty obvious. They want you to be more courageous when it comes to the things that are important to you. They don't want you to hold back. They don't want you to make yourself small. They want you to freely express yourself more. Yes, it is something for the courageous ones, that's for sure. Because sometimes expressing yourself can be something, well, very scary, or even maybe a little bit intimidating. But when we hold back from certain parts of ourselves, we're not showing our all, and we deserve it. We deserve to express what's important to us. We deserve to do what we feel like guided to do. We deserve to say what's important to us. And this card is really embodying this energy of fearlessly being who we came here to be. And a part of it is to expressing ourselves. Now, this is a very specific message. This could also just be for someone out there, so if it doesn't resonate, it's okay. Then we have other messages for you, but this is definitely for someone, and it's a very significant and intense message. Your future spouse basically wants you to spread your wings. That's what I'm getting here. Now, my dear, let's start with your reading. We already started, but let's get you guys some tarot. So let's see for my beautiful pile 2. What channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? For my beautiful pile 2. Let's see, let's see. All right, the first card we have is the Four of Wands. We have the King of Wands. The Seven of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Five of Cups. The Justice card. The Ace of Wands. All right, and the Five of Swords. At the back of the deck, my dear, we have the Temperance card for you guys. All right, so for my beautiful pile 2, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? The first thing, my dear, your future spouse wants to share with you here is, I'm hearing it is time. It is time for you to finally release what doesn't serve you anymore. Your future spouse, okay, wow. All right, I understand. This is definitely connected to the previous card that we talked about. My dear, I really feel like your future spouse, they think very, very highly of you. And it is not just something that they think, but they see. They see your potential. They see how incredible capable you are when it comes to so many different things. And they don't want you to hold back. They don't want you to hide away when you are meant to shine. And one thing your future spouse would like to share here is, I truly feel like, my dear pile 2, you have been allowing and accepting things in your life which have been draining you. People, circumstances, you have allowed certain things to stay in your life for too long. And it has been draining, and it has, been, I'm hearing, one second. Yeah, it took a lot of energy from you. Precious energy that you could actually put into the things that really matter, the things that you love, the things that will help you when it comes to getting the things that you want. Because whenever we give our energy away for free to something which doesn't deserve it, we're actually wasting it, because we could have used it for something that we actually wanted to put into, right? And I really feel like, my dear pile 2, what is being shown to me here is that there's truly coming a time in your life which you will be, I'm hearing, glowing. You will be recognized, and you will show who you truly are, what you truly are capable of. But one very crucial aspect of this, or let me put it that way, an important step towards this version of you, is for you to release what is actually holding you down. And your future spouse is coming through with this message because, well, first of all, your future spouse loves you. Second of all, when you love someone, you want the best for them. And for your future spouse, they see the greatness that you are, but they also see that certain things are holding you back. And of course, at the end of the day, You have free will, and you can do or not do whatever it is that you want. But why this message is coming through? Because this is coming from a place of love, and your future spouse truly wants you to live the kind of life that I'm hearing you are the most fulfilled in. And for that, it is important for you to show what you're capable of. So, this is very, very interesting. I see something major coming towards you, my dear. This is much more than just channeled messages from your future spouse. This is about you and what incredible thing you are building for yourself, what incredible life you are manifesting for yourself, and what your future spouse is doing. They're the cheerleader. They are the supporter. They're trying to motivate you, they're trying to make you see how incredible you are, and that there are truly certain things in your life that don't deserve your attention and your energy, and that this could be used into something much more better. And another thing, my dear pile, too, your future spouse would like to share with you is they are so proud of you. They are so, so proud of you. Now, maybe you're watching this and you are not where you would like to be yet, and maybe you're asking yourself, like, what are they proud of? I am not proud of myself, like where I am. I would like to be much more ahead. I haven't achieved this, and that yet. There is nothing to be proud of, but there absolutely is. Sometimes we just look at the big, big goals that we've set, right? And until we haven't achieved those, we may not really compliment ourselves for the great things we have achieved. But it's about every little step that you've taken already. And your future spouse knows where you're coming from. Your future spouse sees all the challenges that you've overcome. They know how tough the journey has been, but look at yourself. You're here and you are moving on, and you are keep doing your thing. And this is something that they find so admirable about you, that no matter what you've experienced, you're not giving up, and in fact you're still going for the things that you want. And even the strength that you have, even the energy that has made you overcome those challenges, this alone is actually something that you can absolutely be proud of, because you are such a powerhouse. You are so, so incredible and so strong, my dear Peltu. Don't underestimate yourself, okay? Let me tell you that. I feel like for some of you, this could sometimes be a tendency because, I mean, we sometimes see so much greatness out there that we think our greatness cannot match up to it. But it's important for us to recognize the individual that we are. And yeah, maybe someone else is doing something great as well, but we are on our own journey, and it deserves recognition and it deserves our admiration as well. And let me tell you, if there is one person who should not underestimate themselves, it is you. Because even if you think you know what you're capable of, believe me, you're not. There is so much more that you haven't even explored yet about yourself, which is fine. I mean, all with time, but it is important for you to see how great you are. And I definitely see your future spouse coming through today with a lot of motivation. So someone is supposed to leave this reading inspired. That's definitely something, my dear Paltu, I'm seeing here. Because this truly feels like the kind of readings in which your future spouse is putting the attention towards you. Because sometimes when I do channeled messages from your future spouse, sometimes they share something about themselves, right? There is a lot of attention towards them or towards messages regarding your relationship even. But this truly feels like the attention is all on you, on purpose. Your future spouse truly would like to create the space and this moment for you to shine and for you to understand how valuable you are. I also see that your future spouse wants you to put your energy more into the things that you are passionate about, the things that you love. I mean, we're living in a world in which there are so many responsibilities that we have, right? And most of them are not that fun. And sometimes when we're stuck in the 9 to 5 or in all the things that we have to tick off of our schedule, right? It can be a little bit, yeah, difficult to think about the things we would actually like to do and actually then also doing it. So your future spouse is actually coming forward here, wanting to share with you to make more space and time for the things that you love, because it is truly very nurturing, especially when we are putting so much energy and time into the things that we have to do. It feels great when we also put time into the things we want to do. So, my dear, this I guess is an invitation from them for you to maybe pick up back those hobbies that you have, or think about things that you can do, even if it's just for a few minutes or only for an hour. Of course, it depends on your life and on your schedule and all, right? It can be very different for everyone. But your future spouse would like to remind you that life is not only about survival, but it's also about enjoying. And yeah, it's very important to them. They want you to know that please do more things that you enjoy. Please spend more of your time doing things that recharge you instead of draining you. Instead of doing and working, also make time for enjoying and being. Yeah, this is very dear to them. This message is very, very important for them. So, yeah, a very significant relate. Yeah, okay. Another thing, my dear pile 2, your future spouse would like to share with you is I'm hearing you are so much more in control than you think you are. What is this about? This could be a very specific message as well, so if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. But for someone, maybe there is something holding you back a little bit. It could be a thought, it could be a belief system, it could even be certain opinions or people. And maybe you think a certain circumstance is holding you back from something, but your future spouse actually wants you to change your perspective a little bit. Because I'm hearing you have the. Okay, this is interesting. Look at that. We can see this person and they have a sword in their hand, right? But this person may think that no, only these people have the swords. Like, I cannot really show myself. Like, I cannot really do what's important to me. But actually, I'm hearing, and I don't know why, this is like such an intuitive thing, but I heard that this sword is more powerful than all these swords combined. What this message is sharing with me is sometimes we think that we don't have what we are supposed to have to do something. We are not in the kind of circumstance we should be in order to go after something. You know, we sometimes think that what we already have is not enough. But what I'm hearing is that you already have everything that it takes. But the only things holding you back are in your mind. Those limiting beliefs, those, you know, circumstances are powerless, I'm hearing. They're only powerful because you believe they are. And once again, my dear, I'm hearing what you already have can take you a long way. For example, let me give you guys an example because sometimes it can be easier to understand the message that way, right? Let's just say, okay, this is like such a random thing, but let's just say some of you guys, someone watching would like to start a YouTube channel, okay? And maybe you have a vision and a dream, something you would like to do and share content online, but maybe you think, well, what will other people think of me if I do so? What will my inner circle think? What will the people in my town think? Do I actually have what it takes? Am I good enough in my skills? Will the people like me? Maybe first I need to have the right equipment. Let me first wait a few years, save for a camera or whatever, and then start. But actually, you already have everything it takes because you have your mind and it is bringing in the ideas that catches the people. You also have yourself and your own charm. And hey, maybe you don't have a camera, but you have a mobile. I mean, for example, I'm also recording on my mobile right now. I only record on my mobile, my readings. So it's kind of like sometimes we may think we need to get better in order this, and that. But your future spouse is coming forward and telling you, no, you're already good enough as you are. And there is so much that you can go for. And you will find a lot of, I'm hearing, rewards for. So don't hold yourself back. If it truly is what you want, of course, you can try to improve yourself, but this is something different. Improving is something good, but it kind of feels like you think it is impossible for you. But many things are indeed very possible, and your future spouse would like you to see more of this potential. And one more thing, if this is connected to people or opinions or something externally kind of holding you back, I'm hearing very clearly from your future spouse, they don't even matter. The opinion of those people, they don't even matter. What they will think, it's not important. What is important are you. You are important. So don't hold yourself back because you didn't come here to do that. You came here to shine. Absolutely. Wow, this this truly feels like a TED Talk. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, your future spouse is very motivated today and they're trying to make you feel this too, that's for sure. Now, my dear, let's get you guys one more card. Look at that. What a card. We have hunger. Yeah, it's kind of like there is a call. There is something. Something attracting you towards it. Something is calling for you. You know that there is maybe something you're supposed to do, a desire that you have, a passion that you have, a potential that you have. It could, for some of you guys, even be connected to a purpose. But I truly feel like, my dear, your future spouse wants you to know that no matter how your life looks like right now, there is a version of you. I'm hearing that you will birth. And look at that, birthing creation. Absolutely. There is a version of you being born that is everything. I'm hearing everything that you're capable of. And you deep down know it. You may think that I only am capable of this small thing, but deep down you know you're capable of so many more things. This is truly for me your future spouse entering the space and encouraging you. If I had to give this reading a keyword, I would say encouragement or um, empowerment, even perhaps. Yeah. So something within you is hungry for what you are capable to do, what greatness you are capable to manifest for yourself. And this hunger wants to be stilled, you know? And I definitely see you, my dear pal, too, creating something wonderful. Wow. I truly feel like the people who chose Pal 2 are not only great manifestors, but you are great creators. You are on this journey and you will create something wonderful for yourself. And I'm hearing your future spouse is so proud to be a part of this. And they're so proud of you. You are here to do great things. Let me tell you that, my dear. Let me tell you that. All right, my dear pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. If you, my dear, would like to claim this energy for yourself, drop a moon emoji in the comment section below to claim this energy. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal too. Take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. The first thing, my dear, I would like to say is I also would like to have a look on this card because today I chose to also incorporate the cards that you guys selected from because I truly felt like there is also a message in here for you to hear. Now, this card says the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Wow, this is an incredible card. The first thing, my dear, I'm receiving here is actually a pretty big thing. I feel like your future spouse is encouraging you here. By the way, we got so much encouragement today in all the piles. I said this in pile 2. This like today the readings felt like a TED talk. They were like so motivational. So let's see how it's gonna go with yours. But what I'm seeing for you, my dear pal 3, is your future spouse is encouraging you here to explore more. I'm hearing of your gifts. I'm hearing both spiritual gifts but also earthy gifts. So let me explain what I mean by that. First of all, of course, spiritual gifts. What I'm seeing is that you have, my dear, a lot within yourself that's waiting to be seen. And whether you guys are on a spiritual journey or not, whether you are spiritual or not, that's not the point here. It is more so about something that you have, you know? Because, for example, we have our intuition. Whether we are whether we are spiritual or not, our intuition is still there. It is not about whether we believe in it or not. It's gonna be always, be accessible to us. And I feel like something very similar is being shown to me here, that you have gifts that you haven't even looked into and that you may not even be aware of. First of all, what I'm receiving is I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are empaths. You are very sensitive to energies. In fact, for some of you guys, you may sometimes even meet someone and kind of figure them out without even knowing them. Maybe you can read their energies. Maybe you have met someone before and you didn't know why, but you just felt like there was something uneasy about them or weird about them or negative about them. Even if at a physical perspective they were smiling and being nice, you felt like they were actually not genuine. And then maybe later it came out to be true, you know, the person was just pretending or they had some other like motives, like negative motives. But I truly see, my dear, that you can see beyond the surface. You don't just see with your two eyes, but you also see with your third eye, and you can sense so much more than maybe someone who's just stuck in the matrix can sense. You can go beyond the senses. That's what I'm trying to explain here. And I even feel like for some of you guys, your dream world, okay, when you are asleep, when you're dreaming at night, also makes you very excessive, excuse me, accessible to your gifts. For others of you, maybe even visions can be a thing, or maybe in the dream world, you can connect with your spirit guides, with your higher self. And of course, we're talking about the future spouse here, right? So it feels like your future spouse wants to make you even aware that through those gifts, you can connect with them as well. Maybe you guys communicate at night or you communicate through the dream world even. Maybe you have dreamed about your future spouse before. Yeah, I feel like you're getting some information. I also feel like, my dear pal 3, whether you actually are doing it or not, meditation can also be a very good tool for you to look into those gifts. In fact, what I'm seeing is for some of you guys, you may even receive messages through the meditation. I truly feel like, my dear pile 3, your soul has come a very long way. For some of you guys, you could even be old souls. I truly feel like your soul is already so experienced and so developed. It's kind of like this small human life. You are not even aware of how incredible, beautiful your soul is. Which I guess is probably one of the, well, it could be one of the best, but also one of the worst things, right? When we get born, we don't remember anything. Of course, it has its good sides, but also bad sides. But it's kind of like sometimes we may not even know how incredible we are on a soul level because maybe we are stuck in a circumstance, we are living a life that maybe makes us feel a little bit, well, not very empowered, but our soul, I truly feel like, my dear pile 3, what your future spouse is trying to explain here is you are a very important energy. You have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of power. But because we, when we get born, we have amnesia, right? We don't remember anything before this life. We don't see it. And in this lifetime, one beautiful thing is to explore it all. Like for you to explore it. And they want to encourage you, as I said, not only when it comes to the spiritual gifts, but also when it comes to the earthy things. So maybe you're someone who has a lot of talents, or maybe you're watching this and you're just like, no, I don't have talents, like I don't really have that many things that I can do. Well, you think till now that you don't, but I truly feel like there is so much more that you're capable of doing and you don't even know it now, like right now. So, yeah, this is an invitation for you. Explore those gifts, those rare gifts that you have. Because you are blessed, my dear pal 3. Your future spouse wants you to know that you are blessed. And wow, I'm hearing the day will come in which you will know how beautiful you truly are, also on a soul level. And they want you to already see it in yourself. With the mirror in here, I feel like there's a reflection of you that you haven't seen yet. And like a reflection that is not only incredible, but it is truly so, so beautiful. And your gifts are definitely connected to this reflection. All right, so we definitely got a lot of compliments for you from your future spouse, and I truly felt like your future spouse wants you to, become more aware of this spiritual side of you, and that yes, even though you're having a human experience, there is a lot of spiritual potential within you as well. And this potential wants to be explored, and yeah, they want to motivate you regarding that, that's for sure. But let's continue now, my dear. Let's see. What messages do we have for you from your future spouse? What channeled messages does your future spouse have for you? Let's see, let's see. For my beautiful pile 3. All right, the first card we have is the 3 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Six of Wands, excuse me, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and we have the 4 of Swords. All right. So for my beautiful pile 3, wow, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? The first thing, my dear, I would like to share with you here is this is very interesting. I heard, wow, very romantic. I heard the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. I don't know whether you guys have met your future spouse yet or not, but we're getting a pretty big insight here into the first meeting or into something very significant. Honestly, this reminds me a little bit of love at first sight, so your future spouse could actually experience this with you. Your future spouse wants you to know that they have been praying, they have been wishing for someone like you. Even though your future spouse came across people who were not the kindest, did not have the best intentions towards them, it still never. One second. Yeah, it still never made them. You know, when someone gets hurt, there is like this saying, their heart turning into ice, you know? That's not what happened with your future spouse. Even though they did not go through the best experiences, they still believed in the good, and most importantly, they still believed in the right person for them. Even if they have come across the wrong people, they knew the right person is out there. And this is very interesting because I truly like, I'm seeing someone praying. This person has manifested you. They have truly wished for someone like you. Oh my goodness. I don't know. That's interesting. What do you think about this? What do you think about the fact that your future spouse is manifesting you? I truly feel like their higher self is coming through, sharing with us very, very intimate thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings that maybe your future spouse, like their 3D self, would not share with you for some reason. But we're getting a glimpse here, and it's actually very, very significant. Your future spouse wants you to know that I'm hearing, I'm looking forward to the day oh my goodness. I'm looking forward to the day in which everyone knows you are mine. Okay. You guys, your future spouse, they're very, very intense, and I'm also getting someone who's very romantic. Yeah, they have so much feelings for you. They have so much love towards you. You cannot see, but I'm literally like holding one of my hands on my heart space right now because this is how much love I'm tuning into. This is truly someone who loves you, my dear. This is such a like love union, love marriage. This is truly two people coming together, wanting to spend their life with each other, wanting to give this love. Your future spouse wants you to know that I'm hearing you are even better than what they imagined you to be. Maybe your future spouse sometimes thought about, well, what kind of partner would I like to get married to? Or for those of you guys who, for example, would like to have children, if this is yours, if not, then just leave it. But they may have thought about, well, how do I want my children's father, mother, whatever it may be in your case, to be like? But whatever they imagined with all these questions coming up, you are still so much, I'm hearing, more loving than they could have hoped for. You are truly, my dear, pile 3. I'm hearing 1 in a million. And your future spouse sees this in you. Maybe it even took this person a very, very long time to meet you or to find someone like you. But they see who you are. And I'm hearing they're so grateful. So, so grateful. Your future spouse wants you to know that they are a very strong person. They are someone who is definitely a force, a force, and someone who is capable of a lot of different things. This person has great potential, and what they see in you is an equal. They see in you someone who does not only match their energy, but they see your own potential. And they are so grateful to be able to witness this, to have found someone who not only is already so incredible, but is growing even more into, I'm hearing into an even, one second. Wow. I'm hearing into an even bigger flower. Your future spouse, my dear pal 3, they have so much love for you. I know I've already said this, but you need to understand that energies can sometimes be so, so intense. And even though I'm receiving a message after the other, there is still this dominant energy, and it's this love that's constantly in the space. I feel so honored to read your energy, that to be allowed to read this, because it is truly of love. Your future spouse, my dear pal 3, wants you to know that I'm hearing I am so grateful for the partner that I have found in you, but at the same time, the friend that I found in you. What we have is what everyone wants. Wow. I'm looking forward to see how much more you're going to grow. Your future spouse wants you to know that the love they have for you is one that they've never experienced with anyone else, to such intensity. And I'm also hearing to such purity. A love that not only feels good, but is actually healing and nurturing to the soul, to each other. Oh my goodness, I can literally feel the whole room right now getting like warmer. Wow. Your future spouse, my dear Pal 3, is coming through today with so much intensity. It is just incredible. This person has so much admiration for you. They care about you so much, let me tell you that. We have release here. Okay, I'm getting 4 numbers coming through. I don't know why, but you were the only ones who, yeah. Okay, 2, 7, 9, and 4 could be significant. Now, with the release card being here, I feel like this is actually an advice to you. I see that maybe for some of you guys, or let me see, one second. Oh my goodness, look at the illustration. We can see this person and it looks like they're outside, but they're, it's at night, right? And then we see them looking at the sky, or we see so much happening here, and it's kind of like there's something shining onto them, right? Like something magical, something very mystical. And one thing, my dear, I truly feel like the nighttime for you is very significant. The nighttime for you is when you receive the most messages. And I also see that the nighttime for you and your future spouse will be very significant. Maybe you guys are connected to the stars. Maybe you guys are more active at night. But I truly feel like there is something magical happening to you when it gets dark. It's kind of like something beautiful comes out. You know, the same way when it's dark, like at night, the stars come out, right? I mean, that's so beautiful, and without the dark, we would not be able to see it. At day, we can't, right? And I see that, yeah, I truly feel like this is connected to your gifts. Once again, if you remember, explore, my dear. With release being here, I feel like the limitations are being released, and what's being freed is actually your potential. Kind of like someone who is chained to something. It's kind of like this moment when you open the chains and you are free. Something within you is also about to break free. And I feel like it is connected to you seeing how much you have to offer to yourself and to this world. Wow, I'm so grateful that I recorded this reading today, because I truly feel like so much has come out that needed to be said, and so many significant messages that needed to be heard. So, my dear Pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. Now, if you would like to claim this energy for yourself, let's go with butterfly emojis. Drop a butterfly emoji in the comment section below if you would like to claim this energy for yourself. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful Pal 3, take care, my dear.